I'm back again with some more stuff talking about the stress management study. As we had stated before, these are diagrams that are in the book that show a deeper aspect uh, of what is trying to be displayed or presented within the words of the book. Um, as before, the stimulus of the subconscious mind or the interaction starts off though. The response, the perception, reinforce the conscious mind now. Things that happen in the conscious mind are reinforced. Things that happen in the subconscious mind are reinforced in the conscious mind through our perceptions. We recognize these things as real because they are reinforced through our perceptions. But those things, even though may be real and known in the subconscious mind, may not be presented through perception, and henceforth is not reinforced by the conscious mind, and henceforth we get a type of disbelief. So you may get a lot of people who, subconsciously or underneath, they know certain problems or issues that they're dealing with, but they're planning an avoidance with their perception, henceforth, so their conscious mind won't be able to perceive those problems. This is an issue right here of denial sometimes, so where we can have something in the subconscious mind, but we ourselves are trying to avoid it through our perceptions, because we can do this too. Either we can know something but still choose not to have it in our conscious mind, even though it's still there. It dances back and forth between these two, so it may play more in this periphery area right here, going back and between perception and this. So we may distract ourselves with a lot of things here in order to suppress the perception of this subconscious problem that's happening. A lot of people will drink. Okay, they may have a problem here. They will drink here to avoid the perception of seeing their problem. So you may want to take this into aspect when thinking about your stress management study. A lot of times we find our stress in the subconscious mind and eventually surfaces into the conscious mind is where we get our problems and issues, because we're finally perceiving these situations. Maybe the distractions that we had going on in our conscious mind are finally being able to, alleviate away, and then now we're dealing with this. A lot of people have death situations like at the time of death, or when you miss a loved one, you consciously know it, but it's pushed into the subconscious area so you can't really perceive or deal with it because you have other issues that you're dealing with right now. At the time, for my wife at the time, it was the funeral she was dealing with, because she had to handle all the situation that was dealing with her father passing away. So she chose to, although know about it, to subconsciously put it in the back of her mind and to avoid the perception of it, so she could handle all this stuff. And then later on we dealt with it later, though, through our remorse and everything else, though, that we dealt with from his passing. But this is something that you might want to think about and consider when dealing with stress, though. It's a very important aspect that sometimes isn't seen, but like I said before, we'll be dealing with a lot of different aspects when it comes to the stress that deals with you in your particular situation. Thank you very much. Just something to check out here. More later. Thank you.